Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is a really cool book put out by Eaglemoss Collections. They are doing kind of reference books for Star Trek fans. This is Star Trek Shipyards. So this is Starfleet ships from 2151 to 2293. They're doing a whole bunch of books that have various references and kind of dives into the ships and history of Star Trek. I mean, basically, if you're a Star Trek fan, it's one you're going to need to get out. So this is a series of reference books that profiles the ships of the Star Trek universe. So this volume profiles more than 250 years of Starfleet ships and the Earth-operated precursors. This is everything from Zephram Cockerham's inaugural ship to what we've seen recently in Discovery, and it just goes through the history of those ships, and it's really cool. So it's a fairly in-depth reference, and I think this is awesome. So this is Eaglemoss Hero Collector. There's basically two chapters, two different spots. There is the Road to Warp 5, and then Starfleet ships from 2151 to 2293. Now, my background. I enjoy Star Trek. I've watched a lot of Next Generation. I think Discovery might be the first series that I've actually watched every single episode. I probably have seen most of the episodes for Generation, or Next Generation. Maybe not in order, but seen a lot. I've watched a lot of the original series, DS9, all that stuff. I enjoy Star Trek. I've seen every film. Can't say I'm necessarily a Trekkie, but I appreciate and like it. I do not know all the history. That being said, going through this, there's a lot of ships that I know of, but didn't necessarily know the history of. So this actually starts off with the Botany Bay. Now, for those who are Wrath of Khan fans, you know the Botany Bay. Not only does it go through the ship design, but it goes through some of the history of it, where we got Khan in there, and then to kind of give you some of the details, it actually breaks down the ship itself, giving you various parts and departments, stuff like that. So that's actually really, really cool. And it goes into the history of like the OV-165, which was kind of the precursor of the shuttle, and it takes you further all the way up to the NCC 1701B. I think that's the last one. I'm pretty sure that's the last one. Yeah. Which, Generations, you'll know when certain little someone screwed everything up and things weren't showing up until Tuesday or whatever it was. Yeah. So it's a really cool book. It takes you through the history. It takes you kind of like some of the stuff that makes these ships unique. There's also this chart of the various sizes of the ships, which I think is neat. Maybe my only knock is that it's 4 pages as opposed to like a pull-up poster. I think a poster would have been way better. Other thing that's really nice is they got a history of significant events. I love going through things like this. It's pretty cool to check out that. And then we got a nice class listing in the back to kind of go through everything. I mean, for fans of Star Trek, this is a must. Like, this is really, really cool stuff. Most of these ships I can't say I've ever heard of. They're just crazy designs. So we got this is the USS Corellia, NCC 1255. Like, really cool design. And I think that's part of the thing I really enjoy about this, is this is a book you can go through and linger and just appreciate the aesthetic for the various Star Trek ships that are out there. I think that's something that's just, it's maybe a little underappreciated from folks, of just the design level that they've gone through the history of these various ships. So you can get this now. It's $29.95. I think this is a definite get for Star Trek fans. One, maybe for the holidays coming up, or if you yourself are just a Star Trek fan. I can't recommend this enough. This is pretty in-depth. It's really cool history, really great guide, and there's ships that I've never even heard of, and to be able to go through like history and compare ships, like it's a geek's dream. It's a Trekkie's or Trekkers, whichever your preference. Delight. Like, this is it's really cool stuff. Yeah, as I said, you can go get this now. Eaglemoss hooked us up with this for a review copy. We always appreciate their support. I don't know if you can go get this, like, what shops you need to get it, but we got affiliate links underneath this video where you can purchase it from there. They're affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage of that. By doing that, you help support our site, so thanks with that. Is always, like, if you're into Star Trek, we do some coverage of that, but mostly if you're into comics, geekdom, sci-fi in general, you should check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy. Keep me nice and consistent. Until next time, live long and prosper. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.